Hello, I'm here to chat with you today. First, allow me to introduce myself. I am Abigail O'Connor, and I was a mother of 3, but now they have left this world. It's tragic, really. I've begun to send out the funeral announcements. My 3 children were Roger O'Connor, William O'Connor, and Stacy O'Connor. The order of their death was William died first, followed by Roger, and then Stacy. So their first funeral thing, it says, death is inevitable. Oh, it's backwards. It says, death is inevitable. Please join us in the mourning of the dreadful, unfortunate death of William O'Connor, 77 Westlake Funeral Home. February 31st, 2015. Please come and lend your support as we overcome these horrible times together. And it says, William, you will be missed. And then for Roger, I put, death occurs far, far, far too often. Please join us in commemorating the death of Roger O'Connor at 71, that was a typo, just go to 77 Westlake, but 71 Westlake Funeral Home. Your support is greatly appreciated as we continue to emotionally suffer. And then the last one is very frightening. It states, why are all of my children dead? Please join us as we hold the ceremony for the death of Stacy O'Connor at 77 Westlake Funeral Home on February 31st, 2015. Your love and condolences are greatly appreciated. Stacy, we miss you a ton. Please rest in peace. So, before rumors get spread about how these babies died, I'm going to tell you the story straight from the press, straight from me. I'll tell you what really happened. So for William, he was the first to die. He was the first out of 48. No, I'm just kidding. Only first out of 3. So what happened was all 3 of my babies were inside of their carrier, obviously, and I was in social studies, and I noticed that one of the babies was sticking out, and I was like, oh, well, the bell is about to ring. So I was like, whatever. I wasn't like, whatever. I was like, it's okay. And so I put the babies back in the... Or no, I didn't take them out of the carrier. Oh, yes, I did. I did take them out of the carrier. I took the babies out of the carrier, readjusted them, put them back safely in the carrier, and I put the carrier on my shoulder when the bell rang, because there was a strap on the carrier. And as I was walking, I went to my locker. I still had the babies on my shoulder, and then I turned around, and I saw my baby on the ground, and I was like, or no. I only saw Roger on the... No, I only saw William on the ground. But I saw William on the ground, and I was like, because that's my baby. And I reached down, and I was so frightened, and I was so hopeful that the baby would be alive. And no, it was cracked. It was cracked. It was smushed and cracked, and I was so worried. Immediately, I received condolences from Jack Mardo, Sarah Quara, and... was another person, and I received condolences from Luke Hamill. Well, actually, Luke Hamill was trying to buy the dead baby off of me, which I thought was a little bit odd, but it's, you know, it's life. And so I was so upset, and it really helped to receive the condolences, but I am still so emotionally scarred from this experience. And so all throughout the day, I continued to be extremely upset. You know, I had just lost my baby. As you can see, my eyes are still watering. And, you know, I just want to say I miss them so much. But throughout the day, I continued to suffer emotionally from the death of my children. And so, therefore, on my way to Tech Ed, I was in a hurry. I was trying to get to Tech Ed so I could sit there and cry. And I got there, and I noticed that I only had 1 baby. Yeah, because the first one was dead. I only had 1 baby, and I was like, where is the other one? And I started freaking out. You can ask Sarah Quara, Molly Capatingan. You can ask some other people. I didn't know where my baby went. And I looked out of the hallway because I was going to go start searching for it, and thank God I found it right there. Except, here's the bad part. It was dead, too. it was crushed and smushed, and I couldn't believe what a horrible mother I had become. But I still had Stacy, so I was like, all right, well, I'm not that bad of a mother. And so I take Stacy, and because I didn't want to let her out of my sight, and I have smushed Roger in my hand. As you can see, here's some of that might be food dye from the project. That's a marker from the death report. Anyway, so I take smushed Roger, and I take alive Stacy, and I'm hurrying as fast as I can to get to Miss Devolve to see if what to do about my dead baby. And on the stairs, Stacy pops out of the carrier, and I'm like, what? And I couldn't, I was actually wailing down the hallway. I felt actually bad because I saw Mr. Connolly, and I was like, oh gosh, I probably seem like a lunatic or something. But I'm you know, so I got to health, or I got to Miss Devolve's room. Shout out to Miss Devolve. And I was like so concerned because not only did Roger die in the hallway, or first William dies, then Roger dies in the hallway, and then Stacy dies right there on my way to Miss Devolve. She plops out in the stairwell. I'm actually very concerned that Stacy, you know, committed suicide based off of how she couldn't face the fact of living without her brothers, which is even more sad. And so I get to Miss Devolve's, and she takes the eggs, she places them on her desk, and from then on we make the arrangements that are necessary when babies die. And honestly, this is such a heart-wrenching experience. I don't know what to do. But if you're out there and you've killed a baby as well, killed an egg baby as well, I would like to say you are not alone. Like I said before, death is inevitable. It's a horrible experience, it really is, and I am so emotionally scarred. All of the aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas and friends of my babies emotionally scarred as well, except Miss Lambrou and Miss Vallely appeared to be, in the pictures we took, Miss Lambrou was laughing, and Miss Vallely was looking, and she was hiding behind her Chromebook, so that makes you wonder maybe they were murderers of William and Roger. You never know. All I know is that I am still extremely crushed, and I know that one day I will overcome this. But as of right now, any condolences you can send me would be amazing, because I am crushed, and it's tough. Really is tough. And babies, if you're listening to me right now up in heaven, I'd just like to say I love you, and I am sorry about your death. I'm sorry that I was not there to make sure you were okay, and I'm sorry that I was not able to prevent your death. You had a good run, and I love you. Anyway, so that's all. That's what I wanted to say. So yes, my babies did die. I just wanted to give you the right story, hot off the press, none of those rumor gossipy things about how the babies died. That is how they died. And that's that. So if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email at aoconnor19 at students.cumberlandschools.org. And I'll be there. I'll answer your questions. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.